दोस्तों स्वागत है आपका इस YouTube चैनल में. This video is mainly focuses on URDPFI guidelines prepared by Ministry of Urban Development, and this is first national level guidelines prepared in 1996, originally called as Urban and Regional Development Plans, Formulation and Implementation Guidelines. In short, URDPFI guidelines. In this video, we will particularly focuses on URDPFI guidelines released in 2015. And these guidelines provide the framework for preparation and implementation of urban development plans. So friends, once again, welcome back to this channel. My name is Rahul and you're watching Architecture and Planning with Rahul. So as we know, these guidelines are prepared for planning of urban areas. Therefore, it is very essential to understand what are urban areas. And URDPFI provides a very rigid and fixed definitions of urban settlement. Before looking into those definitions, let's just understand what is settlement. So basically we have three types of settlements. First is rural settlement. These are the areas where the main economic source is agriculture, and that's why these areas have big farmlands and scattered settlements. Population of such areas are very less in the ratio of its area. Hence the population density is very low. Second type of settlement are suburban areas. These are also known as peri-urban areas or the transition areas between the rural and urban areas. Such type of areas are developed because of its proximity with urban areas but are generally considered as a rural area. There are mainly two reasons of why a suburban area is generally formed. Number one is because of the saturation in urban areas, and due to the saturation there will be no land available within the urban area. And second reason will be availability of low cost land in rural area, but because of high dependency on urban areas, people wanted to live as much as close to these urban areas. Third type of settlements are urban areas itself. And what is an urban area? So there is a predefined definition of urban area given in URDPFI guidelines. According to these guidelines, urban settlements are divided into two categories. First are those which have an urban local bodies such as municipality, municipal corporation, cantonment board, or any kind of notified town area committees such as Nagar Panchayat, Nagar Palika, Nagar Nigam, etc. And these urban areas are known as statutory town. And other than this, there are three criteria to define an area as an urban. First is a area must have minimum 5,000 population. Second is it must have population density of 400 persons per square kilometer. And the last criteria is its 75% of male population should be involved in non-agriculture activities. And if an area meets all the three criteria, then it will be considered as a census town. So this is how we can define an urban settlement. And now we will see the classification of town based on the population sizes. So based on population sizes, urban settlements are classified into 5 categories. The lowest category is known as small town or transitional towns. Population range of 5,000 to 20,000 is considered as small town 1, and governing local authority will be Nagar Panchayat. Whereas small town 2 will have the population range between 20,000 to 50,000, and they can be governed by either Nagar Panchayat or Municipal Council. And as per Census 2011, almost 7,500 towns are classified as small town in India. Medium town also has two subcategories. Medium town 1 has population range between 50,000 to 1 lakh, and medium town 2 have the population range of 1 lakh to 5 lakh. And this both type of medium town will have municipal council as their governing body. Third is large city, which have the population range between 5 lakh to 10 lakhs. It is governed by municipal corporation. Metropolitan city type has two subcategories, in which city with population 10 lakh to 50 lakh comes under metropolitan city 1, and city with population 50 lakh to 1 crore will come under metropolitan city 2. These cities can be governed by municipal corporation or metropolitan planning committee. Fifth and the last category is megapolis. This title will given to the city with more than 1 crore population, and they will also governed by municipal corporation or metropolitan planning committees. Next, we will see planning system framework, and we'll study about the various types of plans. In urban and regional planning, there are two types of plans. First is core area of planning and the other is spatial and investment planning. This chart showing the hierarchy of planning system. So perspective plans are the topmost planning layer. These are generally prepared for very wide areas such as a district, state or a country, and therefore prepared for almost 20 to 30 year of horizon period. Such plans generally have policy level frameworks and intervention of various sectors. In questions, they may ask about the time frame of various plans. So just keep these things in mind. So after perspective plans, regional plans are the highest level of plans and they are generally prepared for a planning area delineating multiple cities or towns. इसके अलावा किसी स्टेट के मल्टीपल डिस्ट्रिक्ट्स के लिए भी रीजनल प्लान तैयार किया जा सकता है. बेसिकली रीजनल प्लान्स हम ऐसे टाउन सिटीज़ और डिस्ट्रिक्ट के लिए प्रिपेयर करते हैं जो एक दूसरे पर काफ़ी इंटरडिपेंडेंट हो. रीजनल प्लान्स को अगले 20 साल के हिसाब से बनाया जाता है. बोथ अर्बन एंड रूरल एरियाज कैन बी पार्ट ऑफ रीजनल प्लान्स विदाउट चेंजिंग देयर स्टेटस. Next comes the development plan. They are also called master plans. These plans are prepared for next 20 to 30 years and reviewed in every 5 years period. These are the comprehensive development plans of urban areas or peri-urban areas, and sometimes it includes rural areas if its growth rate is higher than the usual rural areas or economy or income of household is shifting to non-agriculture activities. Our development plan comes right under perspective plans or regional plans. Development plan or master plan has more detail than perspective plan or regional plan, and therefore their implementability is higher because they are prepared after thorough ground survey and analysis. In core area planning, local area plans are the lowest level of plans. They can also be called as neighborhood plans. These type of plans are generally prepared for wards or group of wards known as zones and includes detail up to the provision of basic infrastructure in various localities. Such plans have time frame of 5 to 20 years with review in every 5 years. Other than this core area plannings, there are several specific and investment planning, in which first is special purpose plan such as mobility plan or comprehensive mobility plans, also known as CMP. CMP's main purpose is to improve mobility within the city. Apart from this, city sanitation plan, disaster management plan, tourism master plan, environmental conservation plan, or heritage conservation plans are some example of special purpose plans. They also have a time frame of 5 to 20 years. Other than this, there is annual plans which have time frame of 1 year. Example of annual plans are investment plan, state action plan, and audit and monitoring plan. An entire study of any of such plans can be considered as project or research. A main purpose of a research is to identify gaps and understanding the benchmark or standards so that it can use as a case study for a different location. URDPFI guidelines also talks about the institutional setups at different levels. For example, at state level, Town and Country Planning Department is headed by Chief Town Planner. At district level, District Planning Committee is headed by Chief District Planning Officer. At city level, urban local bodies such as municipality, development authorities will be headed by Chief Town Planner. So on the screen, you can see the entire institutional setup from a city to state level. Just go through once and you will understand each and every position of this institutional setup. So this was the governance structure, and now we will see how a comprehensive plan can be prepared. So to standardize a plan so that it can be understood by any planner across any state of India, a land use color code has been given in URDPFI so that development authorities and planners can refer to it. Let's look into these color codes. Residential should be represented in yellow, whereas mixed residential should be in orange. Mixed residential means if there are two land use in a plot, then one should be of residential, where residential will be main land use. Unplanned residential zones such as slum will be represented by brown color. Color code of commercial is blue. Industrial land use will be represented by purple. Public and semi-public spaces such as offices and session courts will be represented by red. Recreational activities includes parks, sport complex, zoos and city centers. Color code of this activity and land use is dark green. Roads should be represented in black color. And lastly, agricultural land use will be represented in light green color. On the right side of your screen, you can see a master plan of Indore. It was prepared by using the land use color code scheme given by URDPFI. Other than this, Amrut also provide guidelines and color code for land use. Color code of Amrut is slightly different from URDPFI guidelines that we will discuss in some other video. So friends, these were some important topics of URDPFI guidelines. In the next part of this video, we will dive deep into the planning process. We will see various road hierarchies and standard related to physical and social infrastructure. So friends, that's all in this video. मिलेंगे आपसे अगले वीडियो में. Until then, goodbye. Please do like, share and subscribe.